You know that Luffy shouts out the N-word every time he's in pain. Yes, he shouted out so many times, and if you weren't sure what it means meat in Japanese. What else was you thinking? Native speakers say niku to mean meat in Japanese. Very simple. Perhaps some Japanese learners know this word, as it is sometimes used in Japanese movies, novels, manga, anime, and the like. In a funny senzu bean way, Luffy always asks for meat to recover when he is injured, even to power up. But is there more meaning to this powered up meat power? Let's find out. Hi everyone, Flying Panda, the One Piece theorist.
Oda foreshadowed this. Luffy's Gear 5th next power-up.
But before we begin, I want to shout out to Toei Animation and Audi Anime for inviting us to the One Piece film Red at the UK premiere. I even met One Piece film Red director Goro Taniguchi and told him my opinions of the film. I think he likes what I said. Even legendary anime even bowed to him. And I finally met my UK YouTuber brothers, Anime Balls Deep. You know what that means. As we've seen with Oda Sensei's creative writing, I will cut to the chase to explain the connection with Niku and NIKA, Luffy's devil fruit. No, it's not more related to meat from this point onwards. NIKA is the name of a mythical warrior that was once revered as a sun god by slaves from ancient times. There exists a mythical zone type devil fruit called the Hitohitonomi model NIKA that allows the consumer to gain NIKA's traits and abilities. For unknown reasons, the world government is extremely interested in this fruit, as it even covered up its identity by renaming it the Goma Goma Nomi, preventing other parties from gathering special interest to the fruit and seeking out themselves, such that not even the members of the four emperors and their respective crews seem to be aware. Currently, the fruit's power is in the possession of Monkey D. Luffy. As we've seen the abilities of NIKA fruit, but has it really explained his relationship with the sun god or even the sun? As we have entered the Egghead Island arc, we found that Egghead is a winter island in the New World belonging to the world government, which houses the laboratory of Dr. Vegapunk. It also has the label of Future Island and is said to be 500 years in the future. It is located southeast of the Wano country. Along the way, Luffy saw some ancient robots. These robots are some years old, and they should belong to the robots of 100 of years ago. The ancient robot actually appeared on Egghead Island. But what's caught our attention is the giant robot that was explained by Vegapunk that attacked the world government some 200 years ago. What was revealed by Vegapunk that the robot was powered by an unknown power source. Now, it may be a stretch, but what if that unknown power source is NIKA? Let's look at the connections. Look at the way it's lying down. Doesn't look like Luffy when he was starving in Whole Cake Island. In One Piece chapter 844, Sanji continues claiming to disown Luffy and Nami when his family wanted to marry him to chocolate pudding, and he attacked the persistent Luffy who does not fight back. Eventually, Sanji defeats Luffy and heads back to his family, but Luffy knows that this is an act and tells Sanji that he will wait for him at this spot until he comes back, not willing to continue on his journey without his cook. Look at the way Luffy was lying down, and look at this robot now. Similar, right? What if NIKA is the power? Give the power source to all the past robots designed to protect the ancient kingdom. It is unknown how long the NIKA had disappeared from history. Although it is unknown whether a true NIKA has ever existed, there exists a mythical zone type devil fruit called the Hitohitonomi NIKA that allows the consumer to gain NIKA's abilities. Ever since then, the world government has been extremely interested in the fruit for centuries, and despite the government's efforts to seek after it, the fruit managed to elude them, to the point where one of the 5 elders in the present day questioned if the fruit itself was nothing more than a legend as well. I believe it's more than 200 years from before the ancient robot attacked Mary Joa, so the most possible outcome is the robot ran out of battery on his final attack. A battery that lasted for over 700 years, Elon Musk's dream. Now you understand the reference with Niku, the meat, and Nika, the sun god. But can the sun actually give you a power source? Well, solar energy from the sun is a radiant light, and heat from the sun is harnessed using a range of technologies such as solar power to generate electricity, solar thermal energy, and solar architecture. And of course, Superman, a Kryptonian, flies towards the Earth's yellow sun to recharge his powers. So Nika has the power of the sun energy residing inside it to give the energy to charge this robot, and was the power source of the past technology. Will we be seeing Luffy's power now powering up a whole team or even a kingdom? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you like this video so far, please click like and subscribe to your nakama. Dr. Vegapunk is trying to duplicate a power source for his creation, but as we've seen that he put everything in the name of science, don't be surprised that one of the Vegapunk's plan is to capture Luffy for his experiments. Even though all the Vegapunks are connected to one brain, not all the personalities are the same. Even though it's confirmed that Dr. Vegapunk is connected to Albert Einstein, my old theory explained that due to Eggman Island's name, Dr. Vegapunk is also connected to Dr. Ivor Eggman, Robotnik, a fictional character and the primary antagonist of Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Eggman was created as part of many design choices for Sega's new mascot. However, after the creation of Sonic the Hedgehog, they chose to use a previous egg-shaped character to create the antagonist of the 1991 video game Sonic the Hedgehog, making him the arch-nemesis of the series' main character. But did you know that Dr. Robotnik was not originally a bad guy? Dr. O.V. Kintober is a character that appeared in the Sonic the Comics series published by Fleetway Editions. He once was a kind human scientist in Morbius who was transformed into the Dr. Ivor Robotnik during a laboratory accident. Before this, he was a good friend of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now relating to the One Piece world, instead of Dr. Vegapunk transforming, there's already a bad clone of him. Imagine it comparing to Dragon Ball Z, a Fat Buu and Evil Buu. Evil Buu was a tall thin grey creature which appeared after Majin Buu dispelled the evil from his body. The pure evil Majin Buu is the polar opposite of the good Majin Buu in all aspects, with his incredible thin body and greatly manner of speech compared to the good Buu, who is incredibly fat. So would it be Dr. Vegapunk versus Dr. Vegapunk? To end off, I will briefly explain why the ancient robot may have attacked Mary Joa on top of the Red Lion, and this links to the Greek myth of where the Titans attacked Mount Olympus. The Titans were the former gods, the generation of gods preceding the Olympians. They were overthrown as part of the Greek succession myth, which tells how Kronos seized power from his father Uranus and ruled the cosmos, with his fellow Titans before being, in turn, defeated and replaced as the ruling pantheons of gods by Zeus and the Olympians in a 10-year war called the Titanomachy. As a result of this war, the vanquished Titans were banished from the upper world and held imprisoned by the guard in Tartarus, although apparently some Titans were allowed to remain free. Imagine this, the ancient robots were the Titans, and the celestial dragons or Imusama was Zeus, and Mount Olympus is Mary Joa. After 20 short years of preparing, the Titans singled their attack on one of God, Zeus. All the Titans were equally furious at Zeus, acknowledging he was the one to imprison them in Tartarus. While Zeus was on his way to Mount Olympus to shower in his glory, the Titans came from below and overpowered him. At last, the Titans were defeated and they were rounded up and sent beneath the earth to Tartarus, where they were kept in chains and surrounded by a bronze fence and a triple wall. Did the ancient robot and ancient giants attack the first time during the Void history? And then, 700 years later, the ancient robots attacked again on its own. when the power source ran out. Now this leads to another theory, but we'll say that for another day. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. What do you thought? Please leave comments down below. Please click like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda, and of course, join our Discord.